Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync your iPhone contacts to Constant Contact so that all those contacts you have in your phone can automatically get added to an email newsletter list. It's the quickest way to build out that newsletter list. You can also have it set up so anybody you add to Constant Contact will also get added to your iPhone. You can follow up with them, call them, text them. All that information will be on your phone ready to go. It's super easy to set this up. Let me show you how. The first thing you're going to do is go to apination.com and you click on Discover Connections. You're going to see a ton of different apps, marketing apps, productivity apps. I'm going to scroll down to I for iPhone. There it is, but take a look around and see if there's any other apps you're using that you could be automating and saving some time. Once I click on iPhone, I'm going to see all the apps I can connect to my iPhone contacts. So I can send them to an app like BombBomb and start sending video emails. I could send them to an app like MailChimp, Mojo, MoxieWorks. I can send handwritten cards through Thanks.io, all from my iPhone contacts. I'm gonna go with C for Constant Contact. There it is. And you can see I have two syncs available, sending people from Constant Contact to my iPhone or sending my iPhone to Constant Contact. You can see there's a flat rate at the top. It doesn't matter how many syncs, if I choose one or both, it's always gonna be a single flat rate. I'm going to start with iPhone to Constant Contact and hit Activate. Step one is to go ahead and sign into your API Nation account, or you can create one using this link at the top. Or you could also sign in with Google. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my Google account. And now we're going to connect our iPhone. So I'm going to hit Connect. And you can see it's asking me for my Apple ID, easy enough. And my password. But this isn't my iCloud password or my MacBook password or even my iPhone password. This is an app-specific password. So where do you find that app-specific password? Let me show you. It's super easy. So to find my app-specific password, I'm actually going to have to create it. And to do that, I'm going to go to appleid.apple.com. And I'm going to sign in. And it's going to ask you to authorize using two-factor authentication. You're going to see this pop up. So if you're using a PC, be sure to check your iPhone to allow it. And it's also going to send a code to either your Mac or your iPhone, whichever one you're using. So there's that code. I'm going to type it in here. And this is just to get into my Apple ID. Great. Okay, so I've signed into my Apple ID. I've authorized. And now here's this box under sign in and security for app specific passwords. I'm going to click on that and it says I can generate an app specific password. So I'm going to click. I'm going to go ahead and name mine API Nation. That's what I'm connecting, and hit create. And there is that password. Be sure to copy this before you hit done because this is the only time you're actually going to see these letters. After this, it's going to be hidden. So I'm going to copy that, hit done, and now I'm ready to connect iCloud on API Nation. All right, so once we have that app-specific password, I'm just going to come in here and paste it and hit connect. And there we go. We've connected the iPhone. Now we're going to connect Constant Contact. Similar, I'm just going to hit this button. It'll take me out to Constant Contact to sign in, and that's it. It's now connected. Here we go. We're going to set up the sync now. Just a few questions. Do I want to sync all contacts on first run from my iPhone to Constant Contact? Totally up to you. If you have a bunch of people in your phone that you want on your email newsletter list, this is a good option. So it's going to push everybody over there. You could also go ahead and uncheck this box, and then it's just going to be anybody you add from now on. So if you're going to start adding people and you want everybody you add today, tomorrow, and in the near future added to Constant Contact, leave this box unchecked. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to start adding people today to my newsletter list. Then you're going to choose what list you want them added to. I'm going to hit this drop down and I'm going to create a new list. I'm going to create a new folder and I'm going to call it marketing and hit subscribe. So we've created the sync. It's not yet active. You can see this big button at the top to activate it. I'm just going to go through here, do a final check. We're not syncing everybody in my phone on first run. I could check that box if I wanted and then it'll push everybody from the phone in. And then they're going to a marketing list. You can see there's a filter here, which is kind of nice. For example, what if I don't want everybody in my phone added to Constant Contact? I could do something like use this filter, come on down here to notes, and I could say, if I write in the notes on that contact newsletter, then put them in my newsletter.
And this sync will go ahead and do that. It'll take a look at every contact you add in your phone. If the word newsletter is in there, it's going to go ahead and push them into constant contact. If there's nothing in the notes about a newsletter, it stays on your phone. It doesn't move into your email newsletter on constant contact. I like this. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I have a ton of contacts on my phone, family, friends, neighbors. I don't necessarily want everybody in there, but I do want to start adding people as easily as possible. I'm going to come down here to mapping. This all looks good. Email, first name, last name. If there's anything you want added, just hit the plus sign, choose the field. I'm going to iPhone phone and pop it in there. This all looks good. I'm going to go to the top and activate this sync. There we go. It's all been running. I'm going to go ahead and set up the second half now, getting everybody from a constant contact list onto my phone so I can start texting and calling them there. I'll hit this constant contact logo. It's going to take me out to all the constant contact syncs. I'm going to choose iPhone contacts. There we go. And this time we're going to do constant contact into iCloud. Activate this. It's going to look remarkably similar. I'm just going to select the accounts I want involved in this sync. And then I'm going to set up the sync. Again, what list should be going over to my phone? I actually have people in a list called lined as contacts. I've created this list in the past. I want all those people added to my phone so I can start calling them and talking to them about some business stuff. Do I want to push them all right now? I do. I want to push them all into my phone right now. Let's get them in there. I'm going to hit subscribe. Again, we're going to do a final check here. So we're sending everybody from this contact list I have in constant contact. And you can choose the same list we just created earlier, the marketing list, and then just create a two-way sync between those two lists. Anybody who adds your iPhone will automatically get pushed to constant contact. Anybody who subscribes in constant contact will automatically get added to your iPhone. That's definitely an option. One thing you want to double check here is make sure you're getting all the information you need, especially that phone number, because I want them on my iPhone. I want to be able to call and text them. So I want that phone number and I want that email address. It looks like that's coming over and this looks good. Primary email, this looks great. Let's go to the top and activate this sync. And there we go. I'm gonna click My Syncs and you can see I now have 2 syncs up and running. Constant Contact to iPhone and iPhone back to Constant Contact. So that's it. That's how you set up the Constant Contact and iPhone sync. Now, anybody who subscribes to your newsletter automatically gets added to your phone. You can call them, text them, stay in touch with them. And anybody who you have on your phone will automatically get pushed on your email newsletter. You don't have to copy, paste, import, or export, manage all these contacts on your email newsletter. It's just always up to date. So you can focus on beautiful emails and generating more business. If you have any questions or need any assistance, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.